Thanks for joining me today, and in this video I'm going to be making my currently page for the month of July. These are the July pages in my seasonal happy planner, and I thought these love bugs from Katelyn Plans were a really good match, along with my brand new Planything Rainbow Pastel Boxes book. I don't actually use this as my currently page, I use this more as a review and to list my goals for the month and any important dates. I make my currently page on a piece of dot grid paper and put it here opposite. So that's what I'm going to be making today. I got the dot grid paper from one of the guided journals. I find it really useful because it's completely plain with no decoration on the punch part. I've printed Katelyn stickers out to an A4 sheet, so they're quite large. I'm hoping I'm going to have enough room for the currently prompts. Because these are printed on sticker paper, I've had to cut them out myself. I have seen some reviews recently for a tool that's supposed to be quite good at cutting them out, but when I went on Amazon to check, the reviews weren't great, and I'm not convinced that it would be better than fussy cutting them by hand. You do get a little bit of a white edge, but no bigger than you would from stickers like Live Love Posh that are on paper. So shapes like these are quite easy to cut out. The idea I had was to make 3 little clusters with the cars, and I thought I would use these circles for the currently prompts. I seem to be into circle stickers lately, I don't know why. I did a turtle spread that I really liked using circles, and also my sticker hunt page. So I suppose the more you use them, the more comfortable you get with that shape. I wanted to bring in some washi. I'm not sure about, this is from Live Love Posh. It goes with the cars, but it's very dark, whereas everything else is pastel. So that's one possibility. I could use just the old grid washi, that's a little bit paler. Or I do have this rather quirky washi, I've used this before, but I think I did something similar with this, although it wasn't with cars. But I'm wondering if I should change the washi rather than use the same washi, although I do really like it. I can't actually remember what that spread was, but just so that I'm not copying the same idea, because I do like to do different things, I'm going to use this washi instead. So I'm just going to make 3 little strips. And this is an example of a spread that I don't really have any idea quite how it's going to turn out. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. That is very dark, but the circles are going to cover it up, so I think that will help. This also reminds me of a New York taxi cab. And I'm liking how it looks so far, but I've got to decide what I'm going to do with the circles. I think it was also because of the tyres being circles that I thought of the idea of using circles. I was going to do sort of some layering with the cars and the circles, and then I was going to put the car more over the washi, but I've seemed to have made a little road with it, so I don't know whether I'm going to stick with that idea. These are very sticky, these Planything stickers. Let's do that. I'm not sure. Let's take these off a moment. I think what's throwing me is this car is a lot bigger than this one. So I think this one might be better at the top, but I've chosen the colours to go with this one. So I might need to change those circles. Let's see if I can get them off. we're ripping the page, which is not good. Just a tiny bit. Maybe we should have the circles, there's more space here, so maybe I should have the circles more this way and the car something like that. Don't know. Let's try that. I'm wondering about bringing in some florals. Katelyn's got several florals. I don't know if that's a little bit out there. I'm struggling a bit with this spread, but I'm just going to stick this on there for now. I'm going to keep going. I'm thinking something like that. I really do love these cars that Katelyn drew. This is my last month as a rep for Katelyn Plans. Of course, I'll still be using her stickers, but you'll have noticed I've been using them a lot more recently. And that's because I get sent free product to try out and use in my spreads. Let's see, is that going to work? I think so. There's definitely a lot of blank space on this page that I really do want to fill up a little bit more. I think we need to put the word currently on the page first before I think about adding anything else. I've got this Fun Alphabets book that I got hold of recently in a Facebook D-stash, going cheap, and I thought this pastel alphabet would match perfectly. I've lined up all the letters on my checklist stencil, so I think I'll probably put them straight rather than higgledy-piggledy. I think they do match really well with the vibe of the spread, so I'm just going to make sure they fit before I put them down, and I'm getting them at the right angle. I think so. It's quite tricky to tell. This is always the tricky bit. That's not bad. Just need to add something in all these spaces, and Katelyn's really good on her sheets at doing little doodles. So these are the ones that came on the Love Bug sheet. I could use these with the peace sign and the smiley. That may be all we need. Let's see how that looks. I'm not sure particularly about the smiley face. I've got these little flowers, that's another idea. Or maybe just a combination of both. Let's just add a few things and see how it looks. I've added all the little pieces of decor, and that definitely makes a difference. I also took a pen and went round these circles. I wasn't sure how much I liked it, so I decided not to do it with the bigger circles. This corner looks a little bit plain, so I'm wondering whether I should run some more of this washi just over the bottom here, whether that might be a bit too much. Thinking just something like that. Let's try and see what it looks like. Probably easier if I cut it. Yeah, actually like that. I'm thinking for the currently prompts to actually write them going round the circles rather than just put words in the circles. I'll just use a Muji 0.38, and because I've done these dots I will write outside the circle rather than inside the circle. So I think we'll have feeling here. Eating, trying to think of things that I can only answer with a few words in the smaller circles. Maybe grateful for. I think I need to turn the paper around while I'm writing. This one will be in the news. So I always have that on my currently page. Let's have enjoying. And we'll have spending time on. There we go. Let's put it in the planner. Hopefully it's going to match well with the other side. I think so. Pretty good. I am going to find it a challenge writing in the circles because I won't want to make my writing slopey. I will have to just write straight. So I might need to draw myself some lines, but I'm sure we'll manage. If you like the look of Katelyn stickers, there is a discount code in the description for 15% off, and most of her stickers can be bought as printables or tangible stickers. So if you're in America, you'd probably prefer them to be actual stickers. Although the advantage about the printables is you can print them out to different sizes and use as many as you like. I am also an affiliate now for Planything. This is the book where I got the pastel circles from. It is currently still available. Just to explain the difference between a rep and an affiliate, I don't actually get anything if you go and buy any of Katelyn's stickers. But as I said, she does send me free product to use in my spreads. Whereas with Planything, I've paid for the products myself. But if you do use my code or affiliate link, which is in the description, I do get a small percentage at no extra cost to you. I hope your July has got off to a super start, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Happy planning, take care, and see you soon.